Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act New York edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, learning more from a group of doctors who not only excel in their field, but emphasize the importance of compassion and care for faster recovery. Missing personalized banking? See how this New York institution has embraced technology yet maintains human interaction. We're visiting a primary care practice that meets the needs of the community and much more. While the healthcare system has changed over the years, the doctor-patient relationship remains one of the most important parts of medicine. And today, on The Balancing Act, we're going to visit a group of doctors who not only excel in the craft of medicine, but also have shown their patients the importance of compassion and care to recover faster.
I'm Dr. Sujal Patel. I'm a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in spine surgery. Every patient and every injury is different, and therefore here at Oasis, our mission is to provide ourselves in developing a customized plan of conservative, non-operative, as well as operative treatment, and provide the highest quality of care using evidence-based medicine, as well as the latest minimally invasive spine techniques.
Oasis was born to help patients minimize pain and get them back to a point where they can enjoy the things they did before their injuries.
Oasis Medical was founded in March of 2015 by my dear friend, Dr. Brian Massoud. Dr. Massoud wanted to create an orthopedic care practice that not only provided high-quality medical care, but also personalized care.
Oasis's focus is taking care of people, and its philosophy is to show every patient the compassion and care they deserve.
Here at Oasis, our core tenet is treating patients like family. My ethos is providing compassionate patient care that is very patient-specific. Even though I'm a surgeon, I still believe that surgery is a last resort. I always tell my patients when they can't do what they need and want to do, that's when surgery should be an option.
Oasis has some of the world's leading spine and orthopedic experts who use the newest techniques available today.
Oasis Medical is a multi-specialty orthopedic practice. We provide pain management care, general orthopedic care, spine surgery, foot and ankle surgery. When patients come to Oasis, we can manage their care in our practice for whatever their needs are.
Even though Oasis specializes in minimally invasive spine surgery, and they have the highest success rates for musculoskeletal surgeries, they still consider surgery a last resort approach.
Surgical emergencies, diagnoses where surgery is the only option, especially within orthopedics, are few and far between. First thing I want to know when a patient comes in for treatment is how that injury is affecting their life. I need to know how it occurred. And then I need to make some opinions myself regarding that body part by exam, and we go from there.
And if we have to perform any surgical intervention, we believe the surgical process should be as painless as possible, and the recovery process should be as quick as possible.
With a patient-focused approach, a highly qualified medical team, and several locations throughout New Jersey and in Brooklyn, New York, Oasis has won the heart of its community.
We serve the New York metro area and have offices in Brooklyn, Jersey City, Clifton, Newark, Glen Rock, and Union. Here at Oasis, we treat patients like family. We're a one-stop shop. We offer conservative care, including physical therapy as well as chiropractic treatment, and also interventional pain and surgical intervention, which includes the latest minimally invasive spine techniques.
When a patient comes to Oasis Medical, I want them to know that first off, we're going to listen to their problem, understand what their concerns are, understand what their expectations are. I never leave an exam room without asking a patient if they have any questions for me. I always want to make sure the patient understands our plan going forward before they leave the room and answer any questions they have.
To learn more, visit oasismed.com, and of course you can visit our website, thebalancingact.com.
With modern technology, banking has never been simpler. Check this out.
As As technology has evolved to enhance modern-day conveniences, the banking industry has been challenged to maintain a human touch. Today on The Balancing Act, we're going to show you how one financial institution has remained true to their core mission of being of service to the community.
Apple Bank was founded in 1863. Apple expanded over time by opening new facilities, new branches, merging with other community banks, and is now about a $16 billion bank with 81 branches in all 5 boroughs of New York City, Long Island, Westchester, and Rockland counties. Apple's guiding principles are winning customers' trust, loyalty, and support by providing them with the advice, the financial services, and the planning assistance they need to help their families as they grow and develop.
Apple Bank was founded at a time when history demanded a community approach from its financial institutions. For over a century, they've proven themselves to be trustworthy, loyal, and supportive of their customers.
Apple's employees are members of the communities in which they work. We maintain a very stable presence in the communities with long-time staff. The breadth of a banking relationship is very important for a customer's personal development because it provides a basis for their interaction with the rest of the world in financial terms. A bank is chartered, it's regulated, and it can see you through a variety of needs from loans, deposits, investment services, and the like. The importance of a personal relationship in banking is that because the branch manager or your customer service representative knows you personally, knows your entire situation, they may see opportunities and possibilities for what you're planning and what your financial life should be that you wouldn't see in the normal course.
Unlike other service industries, Apple Bank has an unparalleled responsibility to customers as they support them through life's milestone moments.
Apple has put together specific products aimed at young people, at students, for young families, for older people, business professionals. There isn't a single customer group that we do not attempt to support in our community banking presence. I recall a day camp that was covering hundreds of children, providing summer services for them while the parents were at work, and their owners said that were it not for the PPP loan that Apple was able to provide, the camp would have gone under.
Well, I've been a customer of Apple Bank for like 22 years plus, actually. This bank here is one of the better banks I've ever been at. I've been in other banks, but this particular bank here, friendly, customer service is wonderful. Cannot go wrong with Apple Bank.
Being responsive to customer needs helps shape Apple Bank's product and service offerings.
Customers can interact with Apple Bank in many different ways. They can interact digitally through their desktop devices or their mobile devices. We let them come to branches. Customers can call us on the phone, and customers can also just bank through a telephone touch-tone system. So we really give them the opportunity to bank when and how they choose. Apple has a pretty low risk profile, and we do that in everything we do, whether it's the loans we make or the way in which we run our systems and protect our customers' data. Customers entrust their money to banks, and at Apple, we take that very seriously.
Investments in technology have been a means to an end for Apple Bank, enhancing their customer experience and providing big bank capabilities without sacrificing its personal touch.
We are taking a look at crypto for our customers, providing a channel through which they can purchase and invest in. In the investment arena, we're also taking a look at robo-advisors, which allows one to go online and interact directly with an investment firm without having to, frankly, speak to anybody.
To find out more about community banking done right, visit applebank.com and, of course, visit our website, thebalancingact.com.
We all know how important staying healthy is. Check out our next story.
Primary care was the largest platform of healthcare delivery in the United States when it was measured in 1961. 4 decades later, models continue to reveal that more people seek primary care than any other type of healthcare service. The Balancing Act caught up with Dr. Vikram Gupta, founder of GMed Healthcare, to learn more.
So primary care covers a lot more what people think it does. It's not just coughs and colds and refill for your blood pressure, but we actually care for the mind, the brain, and the body. I wanted to have an independent practice because corporate healthcare structure does not allow us to be innovative or nimble in order to help our community given the resources that are available to you.
GMed Healthcare stands as a beacon to its community, servicing needs as a comprehensive primary care provider.
What I think separates GMed Healthcare from the rest of the community with providers is that the diversity, the cultural differences that we come across on a daily basis, the teaching and education that we provide to the patients on making them better, the time that we give, and working as a team in GMed Healthcare, I think that's what makes us different than the other providers that are out there.
Our practice uses the acronym EECCC. We need to be efficient, effective, caring, compassionate, and competent.
I met Dr. Gupta as a student in 2019. I was fortunate to have had the opportunity to shadow him, and I was astonished at the amount of care and time he took with patients, with so much thoroughness and effectiveness at the same time.
A lot of people have become used to that concept that I'll go to my primary care, he will send me to the cardiologist, and he'll send me to the nephrologist, and so on and so forth. We try to narrow it down. We become the advocates for the patients, and we help them stay where they are, only go somewhere else if you need to.
GMed Healthcare acts as a resource and umbrella of coordination as a patient's needs expand to incorporate specialty services.
We endeavor to have greater access to our patients by opening all the channels of communication: email, telephone, social media, through our website, texting, Facebook chats with our patients. We also offer telehealth services. We also offer Uber Health rides for our sicker or older patients. Physical locations in the Patterson area and in the Clifton area.
24/7, we are open to tend to patients' needs, be it physical or emotional.
They strive to remove inability to access care, especially when it comes to mental health.
We've taken an active role in diagnosing mental health and also starting treatment for mental health while they are waiting to be seen by mental health specialists. I'm most proud of the fact that every day we're able to be caring, compassionate, competent, effective, and efficient providers.
What sets us apart as a practice is patient comes first.
To learn more about what to look for in a primary physician practice, visit gmedhealthcare.com, and as always, visit our website, thebalancingact.com.
Up next, what to consider when you require legal services.
Immigration law is a broad category and a confusing one. It can seem difficult understanding which laws apply to your case.
Immigration laws are unique. Most Americans don't understand them. Most foreigners don't understand them. So it's very important that you speak with somebody that has experience so they can explain them to you. They're not as complicated as they appear. As soon as an immigration question arises for you or your family members, go seek help. Go seek advice and find out what your options are.
The Yerman Group was founded in 2002 to help the thousands of immigrants in the tri-state.
When a client comes to the Yerman Group, we try to get to know them as best as possible, because we're going to need to present themselves to immigration, to the government, and present them in the best light. We need to know our clients very well. Every case is different, and so each person we sit down individually with family members and ask a series of questions, which will eventually lead to the evidence that we will bring and submit to the government on their behalf. At the Yerman Group, we take the holistic approach to solving our clients' problems.
In 2014, my husband received a deportation order. This time it was the most worst and most difficult time in our life, because if I thinking I need to go back in our country, it will destroy our life. After when I received the deportation order, I looking for many solutions. In the last few days after when I received the deportation order, it's happened one miracle in our life. I found Mr. Gary. First thing, he stopped the deportation order. After that, he reopened my husband's case and worked with our case. And after our family received the permanent residency and the green card.
No matter the case, the Yerman Group has a team that's dedicated to finding the right solution for you and your family.
It's very important that not just myself, but everybody who works at the firm get to know our clients on an individual basis for many reasons. One, if you know somebody, you're just generally going to work harder for them to get the results that they need. But number two, and more importantly, in immigration, we have an opportunity to present somebody with a path to legalization, which will allow them and their families a better life based upon their activities, based upon how hard they work. In the past 25 years, I've been able to help over 25,000 people. And that's 25,000 families that we've been able to unite and been able to provide them with legalization. And each family member is a reward to us. And each new client is a possibility to obtain that reward for them.
I live here now in United States without fear, without stress, and without problem.
We work from the heart. It's not just about the case, it's about people's lives.
To learn more about how the Yerman Group could help with your immigration case, visit their website, yermangroup.com, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com. Buried in between the different forms of muscular dystrophy lays a disorder that affects 1 out of every 3,500 boys. It's important to know what to look for and how to cope with the diagnosis.
Duchenne muscular dystrophy is the leading fatal genetic childhood disease that affects 1 in 3,500 boys worldwide. It's caused by a mutation in the dystrophin gene, which is on the X chromosome. It affects all of the muscles in the body and ultimately the heart. It's a progressive muscle disease that robs the boys of their independence. Boys will lose the ability to walk between the ages of 10 and 13 years old.
He, at the age of 4.5, was having leg pains running around the playground at school. He'd come to us and just kind of want to sit down, oh, my calf hurts. Initially, we thought just growing pains. Brought him to the pediatrician after several occasions of him complaining. She ran some tests on him, one of which was his CK level, and that was kind of indicative at the time, as soon as it came back, that he did have muscular dystrophy. To know that the dreams that I had for my son were almost taken away because of the disease, because of the timeline, the prognosis.
After Michael's diagnosis, Robert and Teresa started an organization to share their knowledge and donate their time to others in the same situation.
So when Michael was diagnosed, we traveled the country to seek out different doctors for the best medical advice. And one thing that we found is that this disease lacked a lot of awareness and funding. We've raised over $1.7 million and directed that to research to help save all of the boys with this disorder. In addition, we've helped boys and men with medical equipment to help better their lives.
Michael's cause right now is 100% volunteer. Friends, family, that's really the basis of our committee.
I'm very proud to be part of this family, be part of Michael's cause, because, one, we're known everywhere in Staten Island. Everyone knows Michael's cause. And it's just to be part of that, it's very heartwarming. It's very special. Our family's unique. It also brings hope towards other people that, as we see this family right here, they're fighting for one of their family members, and that shows true family right there. That's love.
Because of Michael's cause, I've been able to meet kids that go through the same thing that I go through each day.
For over 10 years, the Capolongo family has been learning and educating others about Duchenne muscular dystrophy. What does the future hold for Michael and others dealing with DMD?
So the landscape of this disease is definitely changing. Big pharmaceutical companies are now making drugs to help all of the boys with this disease. There are now drugs in clinical trials that are showing that they're really helping. Put a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort into what we've done to save our son's life and the many others have this disease and are suffering right now. We want to do the best that we can, not only for Michael, but for everybody else. So we as a family have learned that life is a very precious thing. You have to take it one day at a time. You know, you have to keep it right here and right now.
I'm proud to be the face behind Michael's cause and be in a position to help others.
To learn more about Duchenne muscular dystrophy and how you can help, visit michaelscause.org or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Animals bring such joy to our lives. That's why we need to make sure we're bringing joy to theirs, like our next story.
Dogs are indeed our best friends, and we want the best for our pets. But sometimes it can be hard to sift through the numerous brands out there and the nutrition claims of every product.
You know, from the human industry, there's a quote that says, "You are what you eat." Well, it's certainly the same for dogs and cats. So the more processed it is, the less available the vital nutrients are. The example I always use is that if you take a potato and you put it and cook it and put it in the ground, it'll rot. If you take a potato and put it in the ground raw, it'll sprout a new plant. Those enzymes and all the energy in those sprouts are really important for the animal. So when you cook a dog food or a cat food at very high temperature, you're inactivating those vital ingredients that are really important for the health and healing and well-being of the animal.
Earth Animal was started with a plan to create healthy, nutritious food and treats for your pets.
We started the company well over 40 years ago, you know, really to deliver, you know, products that were naturally oriented, either humanely raised on the food side or naturally oriented, like no chemical preservatives and no pesticides in our flea, you know, in our flea and tick line.
We empower families with our ability to veterinary formulate products, which include foods, snacks, and supplements. Earth Animal specializes in healing modalities which do not have side effects and which are pesticide and insecticide free.
Their food line, Wisdom, is veterinarian formulated, sustainably sourced, and made from only the best ingredients to provide optimal nutrition for your dogs.
What we try to do with Wisdom is to figure out a way to, one, bring in natural and humanely raised ingredients so we know that we control the sourcing of those ingredients totally. And secondly, to minimally process it so the food would not be denatured by the high temperature of heat. With kibble, as an example, kibble is all the ingredients mixed together, ground up into one ball, and then cooked at a very high temperature. What we did with Wisdom is separated all the ingredients into three components. So we have a meat component, makes up about 70% of the food. The second ingredient is what we call the cubes, and the nutritional cubes have all the vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. And then the third ingredient is a combination of fruits and vegetables that are organically grown. So when you blend the three ingredients together, you get a complete and balanced food, and you sort of bypass how a kibble is made.
The other product options, which are absolutely my favorite, are the supplements. Our mission is to empower healing. And there's nothing like an herb or a supplement that is brilliantly put together for the purpose of supporting longevity and quality of life. So our herbs, which are sourced in Vermont, really meet the animal's vibrational and healing needs. Earth Animal products are sold at independent pet shops worldwide. We enjoy selling to independent pet retailers because they're very educationally oriented, and many of them are natural healers. So if you empower a retailer with a product that can get the job done, that can really support the mission of healing, it's quite a successful relationship.
If you want to try the Wisdom dog food, Earth Animal's line of delicious and healthy no-hide chews, or their non-toxic herbal remedies and supplements, visit their website, earthanimal.com, to find a store near you, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Whether you're a child or an adult, it's never too late to learn something new. Check this out.
Welcome to Sacred Heart University's Discovery Science Center and Planetarium, where the learning is in the doing. Their goal is to inspire wonder and ignite creativity in people of all ages.
The Science Center has been a hallmark of the Bridgeport community for upwards of the last 60 years. And with its partnership with Sacred Heart University, we are in the process of reimagining, reinventing, and continuing the wonderful legacy that the Science Center has made for generations of families over the last 60 plus years. The benefits of the relationship with Discovery Center to the community are vast. We're going to be invigorating and expanding programming in ways that will invite K-12 students to come into the museum, as well as their families, in new and exciting ways.
There really is something for everyone here. Let's take a tour and see for ourselves.
Hello and welcome to Sacred Heart University's Discovery Science Center and Planetarium. My name is Erica Eng and I am the Science Center's first executive director. One of our most popular exhibits is our newly renovated Henry B. DuPont III Planetarium. Come on, let's check it out. We feature the latest in Digistar technology. We can seat about 80 people in here. We are ADA accessible, and we have special events in here as well. You can get married under the stars. You can give a presentation for your astronomy course. And this is another way where we're going to partner with Sacred Heart University. The footage we can render in here in real time comes from live satellite footage such as Hubble, ESO, the European Space Station. In a completely unique experience, we can now fly you through the solar system in real time, rendering images on the fly. And here's another one of our favorite exhibits. This is Mission Control. Mission Control is one half of our Challenger Learning Center. This is an immersive experience wherein each student has an integral part to play in the successful launching of a spacecraft.
Mission Control, this is Mars Space Phobos. Mission Control, this is Mars Space Phobos. So this is actually the spacecraft half. I'm actually in the spacecraft of the Challenger Center for Space Science Education's Learning Center on a Mars simulation. Students would come into the spacecraft and you could see us from your mission control.
We not only hit on the almost every single point of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. We also touch on the softer skills like communication and teamwork, which, as we all know, are an invaluable part of education today. And here we are in my favorite gallery, Science on a Sphere. This is a 5-foot sphere that has a 360-degree projection with 4 laser projectors mounted in the 4 corners of this space. We can stream real footage from NOAA, from NASA, and satellite in space. And that concludes our tour of Sacred Heart University's Discovery Science Center and Planetarium. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and we hope to see you here real soon.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.